Hey everybody, this is Deus, and we are once again playing Loop Hero. So here we are, and I've been doing a little bit of grinding, not much. I mean, I think I've done one or two runs, non-lich runs. So I think what we're going to try this time is to do an actual lich run. Let's make sure we're on the right save slot. This one right here. We'll continue here. And so I don't think we've actually upgraded anything. Whoa, what's up with the audio? Is that for real? Is that normal? Is that supposed to sound like that? That sounds crazy. Alright. So we could upgrade our towers if we wanted. We could upgrade our herbalist hut. How much does that cost? It's a lot of food. Let's actually go into the build menu and see what we have here. We can make the mud hut. Mud hut? What does that do? You can give residents furniture or food to store. What does that mean? Does that mean if we get food or furniture on the loop that we don't lose it? It goes right back to our camp, which would be nice, especially furniture. Like, losing furniture is kind of annoying because it can be nice. A hovel made of sticks and mud houses only one person. Every resident brings you closer to victory. Build more houses. Okay, I mean, we might buy that. I mean, it's not expensive, and just to see what it does. I'm thinking, though, we have a lot of resources. There's a warehouse, gives us +10 to camp's item limit. I don't know what that means either. Do we have a limit on the number of items we can carry while we're doing a run? And once we hit 10, we don't collect any more items. A spacious addition to the supply depot. Here people can store the wares that have no place in their houses. +10. Or does that increase this supply? Which right now we have max number of deployable objects, 8 of 8. That's deployable though. And then down here we have all... I'm not sure. The terminology is a little unclear. The camp's item limit. Okay. I don't know. I almost would just get the mud hut just so we can see what it does. Oh, we're so close to getting the library though. What does that give us? Allows you to unlock additional pages in the encyclopedia in exchange for the Book of Memories resource, and unlocks the Bookery card, unlocks the Maze of Memories golden card. If the Intel Center is built, which it is, well, the Intel Center has to be built. So, and then there's the river, which gives us the river card. I don't know what the river card does, but I kind of think we want it. I just don't know what this resource is. We don't have any of them. So maybe we have to be another boss? Maybe we don't buy anything? Oh, we could buy a smelter too. Unlocks the Storm Temple card, unlocks the Arsenal of Golden card if the Intel Center is built. +30 to base HP. Okay. You know what? Maybe we just go the easy route. Maybe we do the smelter, and maybe we do a mud hut if we have enough then. Let's put a smelter. Oh, so it has to be adjacent to this guy. So put it up here. Yo ho ho, what a nice smelting barrel. Throw in some more coal. Scrap metal away. Hey lad, you know what's the secret of sturdy armor? It's a sturdy body beneath it. Haha. I can make everything sturdier, even a simple shirt or some socks. Which do you prefer? Do you want some armor socks? That'd be hilarious. You'll travel far under a sail like this. No storm will stop you. And you know why? Because the storm will be on your side, laddie. Oh, laddie. I feel like I should have said it with an accent. Alright, laddie. Now, let's go back to the build menu and see if we can build a mud hut, which we can. And we can put it wherever we like. So we can put the mud hut. I'm just gonna put it over here, next to these other huts. Well, that's it then. Now we can roll up our tents and leave these shelters. I'll need a few minutes to inform everyone. There are not enough houses for everyone, so we'll have to put multiple families in each house, but still, it gets us closer to a civilized way of life. Cool. So, do I just keep building those? And I have all this furniture here too. And I can craft stuff. We're not gonna craft anything though. Let's go ahead and look at our supply again. We're just stocking up on meats, which give us HP at the beginning of each day. This increases our base HP for all of the food in our camp. Can we add anything? Oh, we can. So let's add another knife. Can we add another one? No, we can't. Okay, that's it. And then this one gives us a chance to find rare items. Higher chance to find rare items. So, alright. Awesome. I think we're going to go now. Did we? Oh yeah, we unlocked some cards. What do they do? Strikes 2 random targets in its range with lightning every 5 seconds. Lightning can be evaded. Cannot be evaded. Effects of multiple temples can stack. So that can hit myself, I guess, as well. Arsenal creates an additional item slot. Lowers item quality by 15%. Why would I want to do that? Lowers item quality by 15%, but I get an additional item slot. But what item slot do I get? Do I get like an extra sword? Or do I get like an extra shield? That's the question. Because then it might be... Depends. Might not be worth it if it's just an extra, you know, shield. Oh, and you can only have one of these. Oh, I'd definitely rather have the Ancestral Crypt. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're definitely going to do this deck, because it worked out okay for me. We're not going to play wheat fields, because I keep getting a handful of wheat fields, and not any villages. And so, we're going to do that. Ruins, we're going to play Ruins, because the Scorch Worms drop pretty decent loot. And we're going to continue with our Chrono Crystal Meadow combo. I don't think we're going to need treasuries right now. You know, it's you know, a lot of resources to activate them. And we're really just going to be playing meadows to the Chrono Crystals and, you know, rocks and mountains on themselves, not the treasury. So we're going to go with that. A battlefield. Do we need battlefield? That's a good question. Could we just get rid of battlefield and be okay? And just play more ruins and vampire mansions with villages? I think we could try that. Get rid of the battlefield. And then we'll lose out on the chests, but the ruins is going to give us pretty good loot, I think. Let's see how this works. Not try this yet. So let's start. I saw some people, I saw some people, actually, a couple people, probably a few people, who were surprised that this game was made in GameMaker Studio, which I thought was not surprising at all. I thought it was interesting because people would see the error messages that came up, and they're obviously, you know, GameMaker error messages. If you've ever seen them, they all look the same. And I thought that was funny because the first time I saw this game, I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely something that could have been and probably was made in GameMaker. I guess people I don't know why it gets that kind of rap, where people are like, oh, I can't believe this was done in GameMaker, or they're surprised it was made in GameMaker. A lot of great games were made in GameMaker, like Risk of Rain, Downwell, Crashlands, Hyperlight Drifter, Forager. What was that? There's a space one that came out recently, Nova Drift, I think. I believe that was made in GameMaker as well. So, I don't know. A lot of games are made in GameMaker now. You have GameMaker, you have Unity, there's probably a couple others, but those are the two main ones. Alright, wait a minute. Where do I put this ruins? So, what do we want here? Guys, we're gonna have archers if we fight next to these spots, which is what we want. So yeah, let's do that. So we have archers. Now our goal for this run is to do a beyond Lich run. We want to kill the Lich and keep going, which is something we've not ever done. So we're going to try it. We're going to succeed at it. Alright, so this is not a good map for this, but I think we do this. Yeah. Yeah, so our goal is to get powerful enough to defeat the Lich. We'll probably have to use our resurrection just to defeat him. Be great if we didn't, but we might. And then we'll continue. We'll continue getting loot. We'll get a some kind of buff from him, and then we'll continue on. I'll turn this down a little bit. It is a little bit loud for me. I did turn my audio up a little bit, my microphone up a little bit, so hopefully you're not picking up the fan behind me. It's not a fan because it's hot. It's a fan because it's cold. Coldish. It's a heater. Space heater. Since I am in the basement. And it gets very cold in the basement. I'd like to do something about it. I was thinking that I could probably go into the utility room and put a return in the on the return of the HVAC and have it come out the wall here so that it's at least sucking the cold air out of the basement into the unit, so that at the very least the cold air is being pulled out of the basement, because that would be great. Right, there's no air movement down here right now, which is terrible, and that's one reason why it's so cold. There's only a couple of vents that blow air into the basement, and they're not doing much, essentially, because there's no suction, there's no return, there's no air being pulled out of the basement either. So I'm thinking it's only like 3 feet. I could probably do it myself. The wall's right there, the utility room is right there. We don't have gas, so we don't have to worry about backdraft or anything on the system. So I think I could try it out and see how it works. If it doesn't work, or it makes a terrible noise, or I don't know what else could be bad about it, I don't think it would be that bad at all, then I just close it back up. Patch up the hole in the return, patch up the hole in the wall, and it's back to normal. What's the worst that could happen? So, that's my idea, to try to warm the basement up. It's also a weird shape, so it'd be nice to get some airflow down here. I have a lot of board games. I love board games. And I have had some that have started to become, I guess, mildewy, just because of the moisture in the basement. So I think getting airflow down here would help with that as well. Man, I got a lot of items over here I haven't even touched. What am I doing? Not paying attention, that's what I'm doing. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. We gotta pay attention to our items. We gotta pay attention to where we're putting meadows. We need to make a mountain at some point. We got some cheese. What's a cheese do? 1 HP after killing an enemy. I mean, yeah, just 1 HP is not... do we kill the goblin camp? Not yet. We're fine. We're good. Now let's hope that these ruins will give us some good loot. If we get to the ruins. We're just sitting here getting... The fireworm is destroying us. I like the pixel art in this game. I must say, it is growing on me a lot. The worms look amazing. These ones look really cool. They did a good job with those. What do we want? What do we want? Every counter attack. What's our counter? Only 7%. Blissful Ignorance. A handful of Oblivion. We're going to do that. Definitely going to do that. To begin with. Okay, hold on. We got to pause it because we need to put our village down. And we're about to lose a bunch of Oblivion cards, which we might want to use. I mean, we only have the one goblin camp up here, which isn't terrible. I think we can keep it for now. They give terrible loot, though, so there's no reason to fight them. So, alright, we'll get rid of it. But we're going to put another village next to the Vampire's Mansion, which gave us a bandit camp. Oh, which nicely made our meadow bloom. That was cool. But I think we're going to get rid of the bandit camp also. Oh, which it gets rid of the meadow. That's cool. So it can take it away. He can addeth the flowers and taketh away the flowers. Alright, now I know. I never knew that. I thought once they were blooming meadows, they were always blooming meadows. And that's probably all we're going to do there. So we're going to fight these guys again. So we have our 4 archers from the towers, which you can also upgrade these guys too, so they'll do more damage, I believe. I think it's just more damage. It might be faster attack, but it might just be more damage, I think. Which is something we might want to do, especially if we continue using this strategy, you know, stacking up around here. Then it would help us defeat at least the enemies. It would be nice if it helped defeat the boss, but it does not. Alright, there we go. We made our mountain. Yeah, you're on your own when you fight the boss. Your archers won't help you with that. Alright, so what are we at? We're at loop number 4. I think we're going to get loop number... Let's go to loop number 5. And then we will... I think we're going to have to call it quits. Because I don't want this episode to get way too long. And which is exactly what can happen with Loop Hero. Is that you'll get sucked in and you'll be sitting here for hours and hours and hours and hours. Forever and ever and ever. I need a better sword. Why don't I put a better sword on? What am I doing? Oh, that one's better. That one's better. We're already losing. So we might as well just stop at level 5. That way we can reset our brain and figure out what we're doing. Okay, hold on. Let's get all these out here. More chrono crystals. Where do we put the chrono crystal? Go there, there, there. There. Sorry, I'm trying to build in my mind where I'm gonna put stuff. And that should work okay. Alright, let's fight this little goblin guy. Gave us a level 5 loot. That was not terrible. Usually they give you garbage. So I'm surprised to see that actually. Let's see, another mansion. Right here. Oh, it doesn't convert the village. It's not retroactively done. It's only when you put the village. Oh, it's not next to it. It's not adjacent. I keep forgetting that, actually. I just think if it's, as long as it's in the aura of the vampire mansion, that it will convert it into a ransacked village. But that's not the case. It has to be directly adjacent. And I'm sure, I think there's an animation that happens when you hover over it too. That's okay. We can Oblivion it and change it if we want. But we're almost at the end anyways. At the end of this run. Not this run, this episode. Hopefully not the end of this run. That would be terrible. We gotta get through these ghouls and these worms. And yeah, so if we put this... Oh yeah, there's nothing that tells you it's gonna convert it. Okay. But if I put it down, then it converts it. See? Alright, so let's fight these guys. It is a little annoying having the worms right next to us. I don't know if it was a great idea putting the ruins right there. I think we should spread out the ruins more to prevent them. They're much easier to defeat this way. Yeah, see? Not so tough now. Alright, we get a new perk. I'm always going to go for the Article of Protection, like every time, I think. Unless we're super early in a run, then I would do the Skilled Armor to get it defense increased by 1. But our defense is 13. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Alright, one more tile, and we're calling it an end. Alright, let's pause it here. Hold on, let's build some stuff. We got more villages. So we could put a village over here. Or actually, we could put a village here. Like it matters, it's not a huge deal. We'll Oblivion that. We do need, I would like to see more ruins. I'm gonna put a ruins here. We're gonna space them out a little bit. And we're gonna put a meadows here. Rock. I will place here to convert this into a blooming meadow. And then another rock I will place here to convert that one into a blooming meadow. And now we have another goblin camp, which we are going to Oblivion. We also have another vampire mansion, which I think I'll just put down here. I could put it in this area. And then we'll end up fighting vampires in these spots as well. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Vampires are pretty easy. The vampires stop dropping great loot, I think, after a while. And let's see, we have a ring. Less magic damage, more damage to all attack. I want to keep my attack speed up, I think. Right now it's at 16. I think we're going to go for attack speed. If we can. I mean, right now I see a lot of regen. Which is what we probably... which we don't really need right now. We have 83 HP per day because of our meadows, our blooming meadows. So the regen, we already have 1.2 regen. Okay. Alright, well that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can do before we continue. I think on next episode we're definitely fighting the Lich. Whether we're gonna survive or not is a different story. But we'll find out next time. So stay tuned and watch next episode. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye.